You are about to learn one of the simplest weight loss methods that people often overlook. It does not require extreme diets, fancy supplements, or hours inside the gym. It does not force you to give up all the foods you enjoy, yet it can help your body burn fat in a steady, powerful, and natural way. Many people know the name, but few understand how it truly works. Today, we are talking about intermittent fasting and the real reason it can change the way your body loses weight. Most people think intermittent fasting is only about skipping breakfast or delaying meals. That is the basic surface. Beneath that surface, something far more interesting happens inside your body. When you give your body a break from constant eating, your hormones shift, your energy systems adjust. Your fat cells receive a very different message. This is where the real weight loss effect begins, and it is one of the least discussed parts of fasting. In this video, you will learn exactly how this shift happens and why understanding this process can help you get better results in less time. In the next few minutes, you will discover the science behind intermittent fasting in simple words. You will learn how it helps with weight loss, how it affects insulin, how it boosts fat burning, and how it supports your metabolism without extreme diets. You will also hear about the biggest mistakes beginners make, the hidden benefits that go beyond weight loss, and the warnings that many people never hear until they face a problem. Stay with me because these details can save you weeks of struggle and frustration. You will learn the most popular fasting methods, and you will see which one actually works for most people in real life. Some methods are easy to follow, others sound great on paper but are very hard to maintain. By the end of this video, you will know which style matches your lifestyle, your daily routine, and your goals. You will learn how to begin step by step, how to stay consistent, and how to keep your body healthy while fasting. You will also hear why fasting works better for some people than others, and what you can do to make your results more predictable. There is something else that many people do not talk about. Intermittent fasting affects more than just weight. It can influence your energy levels, your focus, your hunger signals, and even the way your body repairs itself. These benefits are backed by research, but most videos never explain them clearly. In this video, you will finally understand these effects in a clear and simple way. You will learn how fasting may support heart health, reduce inflammation, and help your digestive system rest. You will also learn which signals your body gives when fasting is working well and which signals warn you to slow down or adjust your schedule. You are going to hear about a lesser known effect too. The role of fasting in improving metabolic flexibility. Many people struggle with weight because their body depends too much on glucose. With the right fasting window, your body learns to switch between glucose and fat for fuel. When this switch happens smoothly, fat loss becomes easier and cravings drop naturally. This is one of the most powerful advantages of intermittent fasting, yet it is rarely explained in simple words. You will learn it here today. There is also a side of fasting that brings drama into many people's journeys. Some start too aggressively, some fast the wrong way, some follow online advice that is not only wrong but risky. In this video, you will learn how to avoid these traps. You will hear the red flags, the warning signs, and the common mistakes that slow down progress. Knowing these can help you stay safe and consistent from day one. Stay with this video until the end because every section builds toward a simple plan you can follow. If you are a beginner, it will save you months of trial and error. If you have tried fasting before but did not get results, the information here may show you exactly what was missing. And if you are already on a weight loss journey, these insights can give you a new level of control and confidence. Welcome to our channel. If you enjoy content that makes health simple and practical, make sure to subscribe and join our community. Let us begin. Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern where you cycle between periods of eating and periods of not eating. It is simple at its core. You choose a set window when you eat your meals, and for the rest of the time, you allow your body to remain in a fasting state. Johns Hopkins Medicine describes it as a pattern that gives your body regular breaks from constant digestion, while Healthline explains that the focus is not mainly on the types of foods you eat, but on the timing of your meals. This is what makes intermittent fasting different from traditional diets. Instead of counting every calorie, you structure your day around controlled eating windows. During the hours when you are not eating, something important happens inside your body. Your insulin levels naturally fall. When insulin is low, your body has an easier time releasing stored fat. That means fasting periods allow your system to shift from using the energy from your most recent meals to using the energy stored inside your fat cells. This switch does not happen instantly. It begins slowly, then becomes more efficient as your body gets used to fasting. This is why many people start to notice reduced cravings, steadier energy, and gradual weight loss after a short period of consistency. To understand this more clearly, think about one of the most common fasting styles, the 16-8 method. You fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. For example, you might eat from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then fast from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. the next day. During the eating window, you have your normal meals. During the fasting window, you drink water, herbal tea, or black coffee. This structure helps your body spend more time burning stored fat without requiring extreme food restrictions. Intermittent fasting is flexible, and that is why people from different lifestyles can use it. Some choose shorter fasting windows. Others choose longer ones. The key is that every fasting window gives your body a chance to reset its hormone levels, reduce constant snacking, and shift its energy source. Over time, this rhythm becomes easier, and the fasting period becomes a natural part of the day. Intermittent fasting supports weight loss for several reasons, and one of the simplest is calorie reduction. When you limit your eating to a smaller window, you naturally have fewer opportunities to snack throughout the day. Healthline explains that most people who follow a timed eating window end up consuming fewer calories without trying too hard. This happens because late night eating disappears, random snacking becomes less frequent, and mealtimes become more structured. Even small reductions in daily intake can add up week after week, leading to steady weight loss. Another powerful effect comes from how fasting influences your hormones, especially insulin. Johns Hopkins Medicine highlights that insulin levels drop during fasting hours. When insulin is lower, your body is better able to release stored fat with improved insulin sensitivity. Your cells respond more effectively, allowing energy to move more freely and making it easier for your body to switch into fat-burning mode. This hormonal shift is one of the main reasons intermittent fasting helps people lose weight without extreme dieting. It changes how your body uses fuel, allowing fat to become a more accessible energy source. Research also supports these effects. Several controlled trials show that people who follow intermittent fasting can lose around 4 to 10% of their body weight over periods ranging from 4 weeks to 24 weeks. These findings, highlighted in peer-reviewed studies, show that fasting does not rely on complicated rules or restrictive meal plans. Instead, the structured timing of meals creates a metabolic environment where fat loss becomes more natural and consistent. However, it is also important to understand the limits. Intermittent fasting is not magic. It will not override a high-calorie diet. If someone eats excessively during their eating window, the overall calorie reduction disappears. The hormonal benefits still happen, but they cannot overcome constant overeating. This is why many people see better results when they pair intermittent fasting with balanced meals, steady portion sizes, and mindful eating. When both timing and intake work together, weight loss becomes far easier and more predictable. There are several ways to practice intermittent fasting, and the best method is usually the one that fits easily into your daily routine. One of the most popular approaches is the 16-8 method. This style is simple and beginner-friendly. You fast for 16 hours and eat your meals during an 8-hour window. Many people choose an eating window from 12 in the afternoon to 8 in the evening. Medical News Today notes that this method works well because it aligns with the natural rhythm of most people's day. You sleep through a large portion of the fasting window, and the remaining hours pass quickly once you adjust to the routine. Another well-known approach is the 5-2 method. With this pattern, you eat normally for 5 days of the week and then reduce your calorie intake significantly on 2 non-consecutive days. These low-calorie days usually range between 500 and 600 calories. Healthline explains that this method allows more flexibility because you still eat every day, and the restrictive days are spaced out in a way that many people find manageable. It can be effective for those who prefer not to fast daily but still want the metabolic benefits of intermittent fasting. There is also the Eat Stop Eat method, which involves a full 24-hour fast once or twice a week. Healthline describes this method as more advanced because going a full day without food requires stronger discipline and experience. Some people prefer it because it provides long fasting periods that may enhance fat burning, but it is not usually the first method for beginners. It requires careful planning to avoid overeating before or after the fasting day. When starting intermittent fasting, choosing a method that matches your lifestyle is important. Medical News Today suggests picking an eating window that aligns with your work, sleep, and social schedule so fasting feels natural instead of forced. During the fasting hours, water, tea, and black coffee are allowed, as long as they do not contain calories. These drinks help control hunger and keep you hydrated. In the eating window, it is helpful to focus on balanced meals rather than binging. Steady, nourishing meals keep your energy stable and support the benefits of fasting without creating discomfort or cravings later in the day. Intermittent fasting offers benefits that extend far beyond weight loss, and many of these advantages come from how the body responds when it is given regular breaks from constant eating. One of the most notable effects is improved insulin control. According to insights from Johns Hopkins Medicine, fasting periods help lower insulin levels and increase insulin sensitivity. When the body becomes more sensitive to insulin, glucose moves into cells more efficiently, reducing stress on the pancreas and helping stabilize blood sugar. Over time, this may lower the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, especially for people who struggle with high insulin levels or insulin resistance. There is also growing interest in how intermittent fasting influences heart health. Research noted by the Harvard Chan School of Public Health suggests that fasting may help lower blood pressure and improve several heart health markers. These include reduced inflammation, improved cholesterol balance, and better regulation of blood sugar levels, all factors linked to long-term cardiovascular well-being. While results vary among individuals, many people report feeling lighter, less bloated, and more energetic after a few weeks of consistent fasting, which can also support overall circulation and metabolic function. Another benefit often overlooked is the simplicity it brings to daily life. With fewer meals to plan and prepare, some people feel less stress around food. The constant cycle of deciding what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat becomes much easier. For many, this reduced decision-making creates more mental space, stabilizes eating habits, and minimizes emotional or boredom-driven snacking. The routine becomes clear, predictable, and easy to maintain once the body adjusts. Intermittent fasting may also offer metabolic advantages beyond fat loss. Some studies show that fasting can help the body preserve lean muscle while encouraging the use of stored fat for energy. This balance is valuable because it supports strength, mobility, and long-term metabolic health. When the body learns to switch smoothly between using glucose and stored fat, energy levels may feel more stable and cravings become less intense. These subtle changes build over time and contribute to a healthier internal environment that supports both daily function and long-term wellness. Intermittent fasting can be helpful for many people, but it is not suitable for everyone, and there are important risks to understand before starting. Johns Hopkins Medicine points out that people with certain medical conditions should avoid fasting unless they are under professional supervision. This includes individuals with type 1 diabetes, those who are underweight, and anyone with a history of eating disorders. These groups are more vulnerable to blood sugar drops, nutrient deficiencies, and disordered eating patterns, so fasting without guidance can create serious health complications. Even for healthy individuals, intermittent fasting can cause some temporary side effects in the beginning. Medical News Today notes that hunger, low energy, and occasional headaches are common during the first few days or weeks. This happens because the body is adjusting to a new eating rhythm and shifting its fuel source from constant glucose intake to stored energy. Some people may also feel irritability or experience difficulty concentrating during the adjustment period. These symptoms usually improve with hydration, consistent eating windows, and enough nutrients during meals. A common pitfall many people face is assuming that fasting alone will guarantee weight loss. The hub highlights that relying only on the timing of meals can lead to frustration if the eating window becomes a period of overeating or poor food choices. If someone consumes highly processed foods, sugary snacks, or excessive calories, fasting will not overcome the imbalance. The metabolic benefits are still present, but the calorie surplus blocks progress. This misunderstanding leads many people to believe fasting does not work, when in reality, the issue is often related to what happens during the eating window. Another consideration is the uncertainty about long-term effects. Research continues to grow, but the full picture of how intermittent fasting affects the body over many years is still developing. Experts explain that while short-term results look promising, and many people report better energy and improved health markers, long-term data is still limited. Because of this, it is important to pay attention to your body, watch for negative signals, and adjust your fasting routine if it starts to feel too restrictive or stressful. Intermittent fasting should support health, not strain it, and understanding these risks helps make the process safer and more effective for anyone who chooses to try it. Starting intermittent fasting is easier when you follow a clear, gradual plan that allows your body to adjust without pressure. The first step is choosing the method you want to follow. Many beginners select the 16-8 pattern because it fits naturally into a typical day, but any method that feels manageable can work. Once you pick your approach, decide on the specific hours when you will eat. Having a set eating window helps create consistency, which is important for your body's rhythm. In the beginning, it helps to ease into the routine rather than jumping straight into long fasting periods. For the first week, a 14-hour fast with a 10-hour eating window can feel much more comfortable. This gives your system time to adapt while still creating the structure that intermittent fasting requires. After a week or two, you can extend the fasting window if you feel ready. The goal is to make the transition smooth, not overwhelming. During your eating window, the quality of your meals still plays a major role. Medical News Today emphasizes the value of whole grains, lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, and healthy fats. These foods keep your energy stable and help you avoid sudden hunger or cravings later in the day. Even though intermittent fasting focuses on timing, nutritious foods support blood sugar control, digestion, and long-term results. Balanced meals also make it easier to stay satisfied throughout the fasting hours. Hydration is another essential part of the process. Drinking water, herbal tea, and other non-calorie beverages helps manage hunger and supports your body as it shifts into fasting mode. Many people mistake thirst for hunger, so staying hydrated reduces discomfort and helps fasting feel easier. As you settle into your routine, pay close attention to how you feel. If you start experiencing dizziness, extreme fatigue, or other concerning symptoms, it is important to stop and speak with a healthcare professional. Fasting should support your well being, not strain it. Light exercise, such as walking or stretching, can also be added to your routine to support overall health and improve your energy during the day. Patience is key when beginning intermittent fasting. Your body needs time to adjust, and progress may come gradually. Staying consistent, listening to your body, and allowing yourself to adapt will help make the experience smoother and more sustainable. Here is a smooth, natural 300-word section with no conclusions or summary inside. Intermittent fasting works because it shifts the focus from constantly thinking about what to eat to simply paying attention to when you eat. This structure can make daily choices feel simpler and more controlled, especially for people who struggle with snacking or irregular eating patterns. By narrowing your eating window, your body gets more time in a low insulin state, which can naturally support fat burning. Many people find that just having a set window helps reduce unnecessary calories without forcing strict meal plans or complicated diets. There isn't only one way to do intermittent fasting, and that's what makes it flexible. Some people find the 16/8 method easy, while others prefer 14/10, 18/6, or even alternate day routines. The key is choosing something that feels realistic for your lifestyle. Your work schedule, sleep routine, and energy levels all play a role. When the method fits your life instead of disrupting it, consistency becomes much easier. Even though intermittent fasting is centered around timing, what you eat inside your window still matters. High quality foods, lean proteins, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats help stabilize blood sugar and keep you satisfied longer. Eating anything and everything just because you're fasting defeats the purpose and can slow results. Pairing a structured eating window with balanced meals creates a powerful combination that supports weight control, energy, and overall health. It's also important to recognize that intermittent fasting isn't suitable for everyone. Certain health conditions, medications, or medical histories require caution, and some people may need professional guidance before starting. Listening to your body is essential. If you feel weak, overly hungry, unusually irritable, or unwell, your body may be signaling that the approach isn't right for you or that you need adjustments. Starting slowly, paying attention to how your body responds, and treating intermittent fasting as just one supportive tool, not the entire strategy, helps create a sustainable and healthy long-term routine. If you're thinking of trying intermittent fasting, pick one method that feels right for you and start next week. See how your body responds and adjust as needed. Remember, always check with your doctor first, especially if you have any existing health conditions or concerns. We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments if you've tried intermittent fasting before and share what worked or didn't work for you. Your experience could help others on their journey too. Here's to smarter eating, better habits, and a healthier you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more tips and guides to improve your health naturally.